you want to invite to your next slumber party? Jason, Freddy, Michael, or just maybe the Driller Killer?
Sleep shirts with a flair for horror. Rock it out with Freddy, chill out with Jason, and pig out with Michael. 90 nightmares and some spare to your next slumber party.
Announcing Nighty Nightmares sleep shirts, exclusively available at deaditesondeck.com.
Take out the trash. Why? There might be something delicious in all that slop. Put out the air fresheners. Place a clothespin on your nose. Let's dig into the cream of the crop. Celluloid trash. It stinks, but we must watch. Celluloid trash. It stinks, but we must watch.
Howdy, gang. Might not have anybody tonight because once again I was working later and got behind on rewatching one of these movies and watching the other one for the first time. But I'm here for another edition of Celluloid Trash, and if people don't get to watch it live, that is fine. It will be on YouTube in case you want to watch it later. I noticed several of the things that I've been doing as of late, people watch them more on the replay, which is perfectly fine. But even though some of this stuff probably should be a video instead of a live stream, I like getting on here. And if there's people that are available, to get in here and chat, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. But I'm here in case anybody comes in. And here in a few minutes, we're going to be talking about, and I don't think there's really, I'll cover that part up, but we're going to be talking about Murder Weapon. And yes, that is Linnea Quigley's likeness on there because she is in this. And I forgot to put the picture for the other one, which I don't have a physical copy for, but Mutilations, filmed by Lawrence Thomas or Larry Thomas. I don't think it's the same Larry Thomas that was in Terror on Tour and played the soup Nazi on Seinfeld, but it is Lawrence or Larry Thomas. I meant to look that up before I did this stream and forgot to. But you can see down there in the corner that Massacre Video did put out Mutilations at one time. So we're going to be talking about, hey, Phil, we're going to be talking about two of those movies in just a few minutes. But as usual, I like to get a little housekeeping stuff out of the way. So we've got some pretty decent programming, I think, coming up for the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, hopefully starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a VHS overload for Fave Horror VHS covers from 1988. There's going to be a horror movie rewind for, I was going to do Friday the 13th. But I may change it to more something more Halloweenish since it's the first of October. I don't know yet. I had something in mind, and now it's totally slipped my mind. But I'll try. I'll try to hopefully remember that. But we may go ahead and do Friday the 13th from 1980 as well, because that's what I had scheduled. Thursday, another They're All Messed Up, and we're going to be talking about The Severed Arm and The Single Girls, which is a Beverly and Ferd Sebastian film. They're, of course, the ones who did Rocktober Blood. So we're going to be talking about those two films and the kills in each, because that's what we do on They're All Messed Up. Saturday, October the 4th, I'm going to be doing another watch along, folks. And the winner of the poll was Videodrome, a David Cronenberg film. So be sure to tune in for that. I've got to get the promotion up for that. October the 10th will be another Evil Dead Chicks Hideous Halloween Slumber Party. And we're going to be watching 3 different movies. So this is going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern Time instead of 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're going to be watching Halloween 1978, Halloween 2, and yeah, you guessed it, Halloween 3 with the irresistible Tom Atkins fighting a madman who wants to create masks that make kids' heads implode and little, snakes and spiders and other critters come out. Also, this week is the first Friday of the month. So Evil Dead Chicks Slasher Fest will be making a reappearance on Friday, October 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to be watching Night of the Demons and Happy Hell Night. So you look forward to all of that. I also have a new poll up for the next time I do a watch along, which, because of Scarefest, unless something happens and I don't end up going to Scarefest, but this is set for Saturday, October 25th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Right now, Halloween 4 is in the lead, but we do have the choices: Halloween 4, Halloween 5, and Halloween H2O. And some of you guys and gals might be thinking, well, Dana, why did you skip Halloween 6? Well, because I'm not a big fan of Halloween 6. I'm sorry. I never have been. But, there may be some of you that are fans of Halloween 6. I prefer Halloween H2O to Halloween 6, but, or Halloween 8. I can't stand Halloween 8. We kind of derailed as far as the Halloween series, I feel, by that point. But anyway, that's all coming up here shortly. Plus, like I said, all this other programming I got coming up. And also, be sure to head on over to deadeyesondeck.com, my horror shop, and see all the new designs and stuff that we have on tap for you. But if you're not a horror fan, let's say you want a custom logo put on some t-shirts and hats and tote bags and mouse pads maybe, I can do that. I am not only a horror shop, but I'm a custom shop. So if you have a business or side business, or you have a friend or family member that has a business or side business that you want to get them some customized logos put on some items, hey, I'm your woman. Just fill out the handy dandy form on the homepage of the shop site, and tell me what it is you so desire. We got a flat rate of $6 shipping. That doesn't matter if you buy 1, 10, 25, 50, 100 items. It's still $6 shipping, folks. And so, also, if you want to buy this stuff in bulk, if you say, hey, Dana, I want 25 t-shirts with this logo on it. And you don't even have to show me a logo. Just describe what you want. And I will work with you to see if we can get something that you like. Okay? And that meets your approval. Because I won't start work on something like that until you are happy with the logo. Okay? Now, if you are a horror fan and you've looked through my designs and you say, well, Dana, these designs are great and all, but I didn't really see what I wanted. Here's my idea. Again, fill out the handy dandy form on the homepage of the shop site and let me know what it is that you really, really want. Okay? Also, we have Booga Booga Bears and Pyro plushies and scented candles and blended teas. Just a ton of stuff on the site, and there's more coming, including I have on there right now the Nighty Nightmares sleep shirts, which if you were here early enough, you saw the commercial for that, the little promo for it. So got a lot of exciting things going on, and I'm going to do y'all a solid, and I'm going to actually add the QR code that you can scan with your phone. I make it that easy, and you can tap on the URL to go straight to my horror shop site at deadicesondeck.com and check things out. How much easier can you get than that than scanning a QR code with your phone? Okay. I'm sorry to be eating on this stream, but my blood sugar got a little bit low again right before I got on here. And so I need to eat a little something with sugar in it. So, also, there is Ozzy the Wonder Squirrel episodes coming soon. More Spooky Dog and Sebastian Meat episodes that are safe for your kids and grandkids to watch. Also, I have put quite a few of videos, and I promise we're gonna get to these movies. I put quite a few videos up, in case you hadn't noticed. I put 3 Highway to Hells up where Steve and I went to see various movies over the last few weeks for Weapons, Conjuring the Last Rites, and A Long Walk. I also finally got my button gear and put all 3 episodes that me and Steve had finished of We Watch Movies. Now, I did have another channel just for that, and then I got to talking to Steve, and I said, I think I'm just going to make a playlist for We Watch Movies. And it's really a podcast, so they are not only on the video section of my channel, but also in the podcast section. Okay? So if you haven't checked those out, those are pretty much audio only. I mean, they do have a visual, but you don't have to sit there and watch it. It's like a glitchy TV with our image kind of popping in and out of there. I have some Pick Your Poison taste tests up for 3 of the Fanta Halloween flavors: Chucky's Punch, the Michael Myers Pineapple, and the Megan Grape. Which I actually got at the movie theater when we went to see The Long Walk this past weekend. So I got a lot of stuff on the channel. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to head on over there and check it out. I do have a giveaway going on from now until October 31st, Halloween at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And I have 3 5-movie prize packs to give away. They are open, but all the movies play beautifully. They are Blu-rays, no 4Ks or DVDs. So if you want to watch them, make sure that you've got the setup to be able to watch them. Okay. Also, I don't have to know about it. If you say, well, I like 3 of the movies, but I don't like the other 2 I got. Hey, trade them in for something else that you do like. It doesn't bother me. I'm just offering this giveaway to new subscribers only right now. So far, nobody has taken me up on it. I've gotten some new subscribers, but they have not entered the contest. So how do you enter the contest, you may ask? Well, I have a video announcing this, and I will, I'll do y'all a solid here. I will actually put the URL in the chat for you guys and gals. So you can actually go over there. Now, the first thing that you have to do is you have to subscribe. And then you go back to this video and you comment and you tell me the channel handle or screen name that you subscribed under. Now, if you have multiple channels, folks, please make sure that when you enter, you use the same channel handle or screen name that you subscribed under when you put that in the comments, okay? And then come November 1st, I am going to do a live stream where I put all the names if anybody is entered, and I'm going to draw 3 names out of there for each of the 5 movie prize packs. Okay, so again, there's going to be 3 of them, and if I don't have any takers, then I will do some kind of trivia or something, and I'll offer it up to people that are already subscribers. Okay, because I need to get rid of some stuff to make more room on my shelves for different things. Okay, so one last thing before I get to these movies, and I want to let everybody know that, as much as I appreciate and still do appreciate super chats and super stickers and people, that if they wanted to join my Patreon or whatever, I really appreciate that and will always appreciate it. However, I know that in this day and age, people aren't made out of money. So I just always like to share with you guys and gals that there are several different ways that you can support me in the channel and help me get to my next milestone, which is 1,000 subscribers. I think I have 987 right now, so I'm getting ever closer. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed lately. And thank you to people that subscribed a long time ago. I appreciate you as well. But if you haven't subscribed and you've kind of been dancing around, well, should I subscribe or not? Now is a great time because I got that giveaway going on. But you can subscribe without, entering the giveaway if that's not your thing, right? You can hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new content I got coming out. You can hit the like button on anything and everything that you really enjoyed. And if you enjoyed it all, heck, hit the like button on everything, folks. And here's another thing. You can share with friends and family members that you think might enjoy the content I'm putting out. And maybe they'll want to subscribe or, or maybe they'll share with others and it'll just keep going, right? All right. So, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to talking about these movies for Celluloid Trash. And again, the first one we're going to talk about is Murder Weapon with Linnea Quigley. And this is Steve's copy because he's the one that bought it. Well, there's some blood and stuff in this movie. We start out with a version of Linnea Quigley that sort of reminds me of how she was in Savage Streets. She's not deaf and mute like she was in Savage Streets, but she's got her hair in pigtails and she comes home. Apparently she comes home and she changes into a nympho or something when she gets home because she sees either her friend or her sister having sex with their boyfriend. And for some reason, she decides, she gets really upset when she sees them having sex. And then she gets in the shower with the guy. And she's messing around with him and then stabs him to death in the shower. So it's kind of a role reversal there. Usually women are getting stabbed to death in the shower, but in this case, a man is getting stabbed to death in the shower. And then we switch gears, and apparently Linnea Quigley's character is in a mental hospital. You know, she's got the hospital gown and stuff like that. I don't know why she's not wearing regular clothes if she's in a mental hospital, but a doctor, a psychiatrist, a very sleazy psychiatrist, we find out, because she coerces him into signing her release papers, and then he says, you know, can I have one last kiss from them delicious lips or something? It's like, yeah, sleazy. But other than a few bloody shots in this movie, oh, and Eric Freeman, by the way, is in this too, playing one of the guys in the movie. But I don't think he goes under the name Eric Freeman. I think he goes by another name, and I can't remember which name. But you will know him when you see him, okay? And yes, it is that Eric Freeman from Silent Night, Deadly Night with the crazy eyebrow action. I don't think he has as much eyebrow action in Murder Weapon as he as he did in Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. But I mean, it's bloody and it's, you know, it's okay. But I think probably the main reason for watching this would be to see the lovely Linnea Quigley in all her glory, all her naked glory. And I'm not putting down Linnea Quigley. I like Linnea Quigley. I met Linnea Quigley a few years back. She was a very nice person. Um, and apparently, it doesn't make this abundantly clear, but Linnea Quigley and I'm guessing it's her best friend. I'm guessing it's not her sister, but they've both been released from the asylum, and they're having a party too to reunite with their old boyfriends. And then a black glove killer, so it's kind of like a Jallo too, starts killing people off in very gruesome ways. But I don't know. It's just not really my cup of tea, folks. There are a lot better Linnea Quigley related movies that I like. It's very cheaply made, and I hate to say this about a movie that basically Linnea Quigley had producing credit on. But it's very, very cheaply made. For instance, when she's talking to the psychiatrist near the beginning of the film, you can see that they basically either put a black cloth around them and they're just talking in blackness, and then it shows Linnea Quigley, shows the psychiatrist, and switches back and forth. And yeah, just done extremely on the cheap, which is normally not a bad thing. And this is directed by David Dakota as well, who has done other films, low budget type of stuff. But again, this is not my favorite Linnea Quigley movie. And although it's better than the next movie I'm going to talk about, as far as people that like, you know, slasher films, this one beats out Mutilations, which I'm going to talk about here in just a sec. But I really, you know, I just can't give this one that high of a rating, folks. Not in good faith, I can't. So I'm gonna give it at least 3 deadites out of 5, folks. 3 deadites out of 5. That's the most I can give Murder Weapon. But am I saying that there might not be those of you out there that will enjoy this? No, I'm not saying that at all. Especially you guys. And I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I'm just saying, you know, Linnea Quigley looks good in this, and the other chick gets naked too. So, you know, if that's your thing, then I say, you know, go for it. But the next one which of course I don't have a physical copy of, is Mutilations from 1986, a film by Larry Thomas or Lawrence Thomas. Was put out by Massacre Video at one time, so that might tell you something right there. You want to talk about cheaply made? This is extremely cheap. The creatures in this, the alien creatures, look very, very cheap. Looks almost a lot of the stuff. There's a cow that's been mutilated by the aliens that doesn't have any skin and stuff, and it looks like claymation type stuff is what it looks like. And even the alien creatures themselves look like claymation. So bad acting is abundantly clear in this. It's all over this film. There are really no good actors in this film. They all, and what I thought was funny, of course, my boss might not agree with me on this, but the professor in this college professor that takes his students out to be on the lookout for like strange, things from space, UFOs and all that jazz. Looks oddly like my boss at work. I thought, not exactly, but I just found that funny when I was watching it. But this guy obviously couldn't act his way out of a paper bag, and he looks like he's, in a daze all the time he's talking, and everybody's, line readings are just flat. All the dialogue is flat. So flat it's almost humorous. Some of the actions by the one nerdy guy in the group is hilarious as well. So for that reason, it's entertaining. The hilariously bad acting, the bad special effects, all that stuff make it, marginally entertaining. But still, Murder Weapon has this beat out if I want to be completely honest with you folks. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one 3 deadites out of 5 as well. Just keep in mind that Murder Weapon might get a little bit of a half when you compare it with Mutilations from 1986. Murder Weapon was definitely the better of the 2 films, for me anyway. But you can watch Mutilations on YouTube if you want to. It's not very long. It's about 1 hour and 7 minutes. So, just over an hour. Wouldn't take too much of your time. Murder Weapon is 1 hour and 21 minutes. Neither one of the films are really all that long. Just don't be expecting much, folks, especially out of Mutilations. But you might find it fun. So, anyway, I guess that is it for me for tonight. But Phil, I want to thank you for being in the chat tonight and keeping me company. And I saw a few people popping in. So I want to thank you guys and gals as well. If there were any gals, if it was all guys, okay, I want to thank you guys. If there were gals too, I want to thank y'all as well. I also want to thank those of you that maybe didn't have time to come in or stay in here for the duration of Celluloid Trash tonight, and you will watch this on the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, I'm off like a dirty shirt. This shirt ain't dirty, but I'm off like one. And I want to remind everybody, as I always do, see you, Phil, before I get off up here for the night, to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday night, folks. And get out there, blast some Aussie, and try your best to live the Aussie way. And what do I mean by that? Don't stay stuck in the past, folks. Stick to the present, move forward into the future, and never, ever give up on your dreams. I love each and every one of you guys and gals out there, and I'll see everybody next time.